Hello, welcome to the channel. Right, we're in Cumbernauld, and this is the other day. Came here and was unable to do live all day on any of my devices. I don't think it was anything to do with here. I think it was. I think it was. I don't know what it was, because I was on the YouTube chat bot thing for about an hour when I got home. Then all of a sudden it all started working again, the live. So I think that's like these corporations can do things to you without telling you. So it could have been that they'd stopped me from going live, I don't know. Or it could have been a problem. Oh look. Right, what is that, a load of rubbish or something on there? Wow. Right, you need to get your bus and get away out of here. I know it's tempting to stand here and watch cranes. Yeah, so what was it? Yeah, I think I don't know why I wasn't able to go live. That was last Thursday. I think it was. Yeah, it was last Thursday. And then all of a sudden I tried my old phone. And it was, where the fuck am I? There's steps over there. It started working in the evening. Right, so I think it was just something strange happened. Right, okay then. So we're heading to Glasgow. Heading to Glasgow. There's one watching. It'd be funny if I got a like and there was nobody watching. That'd be like weird. You say, how does that happen? So I've got the gimbal. I've got the two phones with me and the gimbal. Just the two. So I think I need to sort of chill, rest out everything. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, it's disconnecting. Right, so what bus are we going to get? I have no idea. This is a good thing about coming to Cumbernauld. You can just grab a bus, any old bus. Because you can't do that in Stirling. It's every hour in Stirling. Right. There's nobody else standing here, which is not a good sign. Out of service. Right. Caber. Hello from Russia. Where are you? I'm in Scotland. I don't like telling people where I am exactly. I always like to say, look, can you work it out? But you can work it out by looking at that building there. That's like iconic. You lot tried communism and it didn't work, and we're trying it as well and it's not working. It all depends on the definition of working, of course, doesn't it? Caber tossing. Yeah, not great. Caber tossing. Probably could chuck a sleeper, maybe. A railway sleeper, is what I mean. Right, I think I might have come at a bad time here. Oh, there's bus times. Every 20 minutes. Oh, that's good. Right, what time is it right now? Wow, that's the way to do it. This used to be a 70 here, and the Green Communists went and changed it gradually, and they're trying to lower the speed limits in Scotland constantly, just lowering and lowering and lowering. And well, there's the X37. I could get on that one, probably. I could get on that one. Glasgow. Why is it stopped up there? Gavin Young. Are you going to Buchanan bus station? Aye. Oh, thanks, great. They're over there, aye. Thank you. Thank you. You'd sit now, sit at the top. Might be lucky getting them up, can he? Sit right up the back. Ooh. Right. Oh, dear. Now, here we are, we're on the bus. We're on the bus. Ladder. Moscovich. I don't know, Moscovich was Russian. I think it is. A laddie da. The laddie da da. Oh. So get some on this side, okay. Oh. There's I think they shut off the roads for to do the maintenance work on the roundabout, which is pretty clever of them. Message held for review. Do you know any words in Russia? I don't know. Let's see what this one says. Hi. Alright. No, I'm not really up in Russian. Just got home from London, just the door from UK. You've been in London? Alright. Yeah, well, I was in London when I was on London last year. I think the train. Sit on the other side. Right, so it doesn't really matter where you sit, but usually you sit at the front. But there's a message that's been hidden. So we've got 9 people watching, and I don't know what that means. I mean, Russian's not something. So what does your average British person know about Russia? What? Another moderator already handled this. And what we know is, well, because I'm nearly 60, so the Cold War and everything like that, and because I remember all the nuclear, the American bases, naval bases in Scotland. I've been in most of them when I was at work. So that there was a huge golf ball part of the radio communications network. So I'm taking a sort of longer way to get to Glasgow, but it doesn't matter, there's no hurry. So we're going through Cumbernauld. This is Seafar or something. No, I can't remember what it's called. I get all mixed up because we've got this big like motorway in the middle of it, and I probably picked the wrong way. Hi, or bye, I don't know. Right. So then things changed in Russia because you lot got fed up with the Iron Curtain and the socialist, communist stuff. So it's funny how the Berlin Wall got knocked down. Finally had enough of it, and that was East Germany. Oh, I'm getting into the Second World War stuff here. I'm probably not in a position to really talk about it too much. I'm trying to think of the guy, the Russian guy, that turned up. He came to London and went out for a pint. Brezhnev. It was Brezhnev. Yeah. My favourite Russian food. Oh God, I don't eat Russian food. Or I don't think I do. Wheat. Aye, that's a great answer. Wheat. So every time the bus stops, the engine switch offs, and it's to cut pollution, but it maybe doesn't work. I'm depressed. Oh, yeah, me too. Go and get. That's very sad to hear that. What is it? Potato. What do I think? Why is everybody asking me about Russia today? What do you think about the Soviet Union? Oh, I think they're trying to do it here in Western civilization, Scotland and Britain, gradually turning us into a communist dictatorship. We've got a green communism, but it's all twisted. It's very, very twisted. Well, in its essence, it is a twisted ideology anyway, but it's even more twisted than you could actually think. But I think there should be a pushback on that, and there is, but I think it's just how they arrange, how wealth and control is arranged, really. I think I could have done another video on this, sort of a bus video, could have done. How does Scotland deal with illegal immigrants? Scotland's in the United Kingdom, so it's British, so it's in Britain. But Scotland's got a devolved government, so has Wales. I think Northern Ireland does as well, yeah. 20 makes sense somewhere like that, right? But where are we now? I've never been this way before. Hum's useless. God, how can you forget about him? Right, see, if you look at my live streams, I normally go over them and then I put a picture up of somebody, right? And somehow we mentioned Hum's useless. We mentioned, see, what I've also got to remember is I could be arrested for saying things, right? This is what happens, right? So I've got to be careful not to say the wrong thing about Humza, right? Humza useless. Because he was behind the hate crime. There's very strict hate crime legislation in Scotland, even stricter than in Great Britain. And what that is, wow, that's a cool motorhome, is I'm glad I came this way actually. And so that if you look down the thumbnails, there's all sorts there's people that I've mentioned in the live streams that there's no particular rhyme or reason for any of it. It's just people that's been mentioned. And looking at Humza, I actually dislike him more than I do Peter Sutcliffe. Right? Well, Peter Sutcliffe's dead, but so you look up who that is. Who's Peter Sutcliffe? It's Peter Sutcliffe or Raoul Moat. I dislike Humza more than Raoul Moat, and he's also dead. So why is that? Why? Beautiful view, yeah. Why did I dislike Humza useless? Well, it's because he's fake and he's at it. And like Peter Sutcliffe wasn't. He was just like a serial killer, mentally disturbed individual. So it was Raoul Moat was mentally disturbed, but Humza useless. is just a total. I can't even say what I think about him because I could be arrested. Because they use Mollinsburn, they use race. Oh wow! Oh, look at that! It's an Astra GTE and everything. A hot rod. Oh, this is an amazing sight. God. Right. This is actually proving to be quite good coming this way. Mollinsburn. Wow. There's a wee garage there. Car sales. Don't see anything I'm really totally wanting. This looks like quite a nice wee place, this. Mollinsburn. Motorhome. Yeah, it's digging foundations or what, I don't know. So what do I think of him? He's just a total grifter, isn't he? I'd like to send him back, is what I'd like to do. That's as much as what I'm going to say about it. Humans are useless, should be sent back. They come to this country and then they don't like it. Why do they come here? Just so they can get free money, that's all. And then they have no respect for our culture. I think they can change it to their culture, which is a possibility, but that's down to feminism. Right, so what about you in Mollinsburn? I'm actually having a bit of a nervous breakdown thinking about you. Humans are useless. He sort of took off it after they got rid of Nicola because they kind of, there's a lot of motorhomes around here, but their one was, they kind of appropriated this motorhome, and it was a bit shifty, and the police got involved. So then she had to resign, and then they replaced her with useless. And how can you, like, all they do is just run things on resentment and bitterness and want, greed and need, because they're from third world countries, and they're turning this. Wow, there's a lot of interesting cars about here. They're turning turning Scotland into a third world country. Quite interesting, like bungalows here. It'd be funny if the guy said that as a joke. Say, "Oh, I was only joking." Oh, here we go. There's nice wee roundabout I could be looking at. So we'll have a look at it over there. So there's nothing on that roundabout. I'd have something on that, like artwork or something. So it's one of the things I do on the channel is I look at roundabouts. So it's just like things like people say, well, what you've got to have some kind of basis for what you're doing. So what I do is truck spotting. You were in Edinburgh. Hello. Didn't like it because it was white. No. So we just went across the motorway. That was the M73. Takes you to Carlisle. So the motorway that way takes you to Glasgow. I've been here. I mean, if I was in a hurry, I wouldn't come this way. You were in Edinburgh last year in August. And if so, for any farcing. What I've been looking at, so the engine's off now, and it starts again. So it's like, oh, it's saving pollution my arse. All it's doing is just wearing out the starter motor. I've been watching a lot of, because of these two gangsters that got shot. I'll let you watch what I'm saying here, but the two gangsters that got shot in Spain, Monaghan and Lyons. There's an interest in that sort of Glasgow, the Glasgow Moody's bird. See that bird sitting on it? Oh, you missed it, didn't you? Oh shit, right. And I missed it. The two gangsters that got shot. What I've noticed with it in Glasgow, the criminal sort of, well, basically, let's face it, they're selling drugs, right? So, and that's down to your moral compass. You know, they don't have a moral compass. So, I would imagine it's a tragic life they lead, and it's their own horrible life. But at the same time, I prefer them to humans are useless. Yep. At least they're more honest about it. They're dodgy criminals, and they'll tell you that probably. what I noticed about them is they all seem to have sort of Celtic surnames. All the dodgy criminals. They've all got like these kind of either Irish or Scottish Celtic surnames, and that's because they're from Glasgow. They're white, ethnic Ulster Scots, probably, or Irish, of Irish descent, there was you get a lot of the sort of foreigners turning up as well now from Asia, in Pakistan, India, and they're coming from a horrible country, so they'll blend in well here. But they're just sort of trying to turn it like that, aren't they? And so we've got 16 people watching and 5 likes, and so we've been talking about Russia and how Scotland's becoming like Russia, and that. So Houston got arrested for virtually nothing because he was reported. He does political commentary, and he was reporting on a lady who originally comes from Pakistan, and I don't know what he said. He deleted but he didn't delete it. I think he made the police come round, come to arrest you about a video. I'm going to do a bit of truck spotting here. Oh, right. Car spotting. Right, so I don't know if they tell you what it is you're doing, what you've done. I don't know. To be a decent auditor, you have to be a psychopathic. To be a politician, I think you need to be psychopathic as well. So here we are at the back of the bus. Beautiful view, aye, isn't it? Oh, God's sake. So everyone's going all this shit. We're all doomed, and things are crap, yeah. Well, sort of crap. So I'm starting to feel better now. I wasn't feeling great this morning. But I mean, they can get you for anything. But I'm part of a sort of. I shouldn't really be big-headed, but they don't really. No, don't say it. So there's protected characteristics. So if you're white like I am, right, and you want to become protected. Shit, don't even talk about that. That'll all change. Hopefully it'll all change. You know what? I'm not confident it will change. I'm not confident that. I'm not confident. I mean, the Reform Party's doing quite well. But are they just going to turn into a bunch of twats like all the rest of them? I would say aye, probably. So that's how the political system is geared up to keep rich people rich. That's how it works. It's a kind of it's a rigged system. So we've got democracy, and there was people going on about colonialism yesterday on the live stream, and it got quite an interesting conversation, but unfortunately I had to go and get on with things, and I feel a wee bit bad. Maybe I shouldn't have ended it, but the British Empire, or British, we introduced democracy and freedom as much as what it could possibly be under equality under the law. So you could, you had to respect laws regardless of whether you were at the bottom of the hierarchy or the top or the middle. So unfortunately what's happening now is we've turned in a sort of communist dictatorship. It's a green communist dictatorship, and it's ugly, it's horrible, and I don't like it. So I can't really articulate it any better. Rob Royston. So we're coming for Rob Royston, which is interesting because a lot of that criminal activity. This is round about this area. North Glasgow. North of Glasgow. So we're back on the motorway. Are we? No, we're not. We're on... Aye, we are. And here we are. A lot of the criminal activity took place. Well, it's quite a famous one in Royston and Asda. Just pumped him full of bullets right outside the cafe. And when everybody was shopping, about 11 o'clock in the morning or something. It's a really I suppose it does fascinate a lot of people, including myself, how people get... How do you choose a life like that? Well, you don't choose it, do you? A criminal life. The dirty end of it. That's the dirty end of life, isn't it? Abusing people, like making money off. And then, so like Humes is more of a... He's more of a... he's better at it because he's getting more money for doing less. And he's not getting his hands dirty, is he? He can just go in and moan. He doesn't care if everybody hates him. He'll just say we're just racist, so that solves that problem. Do you know, I'm not exactly sure where we are at the moment. No, we're on the motorway, obviously. Yeah. So we're doing it live. Oh, we'll get that fancy big railway bridge right now. There it is. It's not been too bad going that way. I actually prefer going that way. And the next time I go on that one, I'll there's a truck there and as you can see the bridge. And the next time I go that one, I'll maybe get a better look at these cars. All the comments have stopped. It's because I've been rambling on. All the comments have stopped coming in. So the advantage of doing a live block here. So you got Rob Royston Fruit Market is over the other side. There's H&R Grey. It's over there. See it in a minute. It's a bit of a weird time for me to be coming into Glasgow. You see ordinary people going about and you wonder how they survive and everything. So what I was talking about was the truck spotting thing and was to be solely a political commentator as the traffic wombles. It's not a good idea. That's the gasworks. So there's Rob Royston Fruit Market. It's going to be coming up. Have I just missed it? Is it back there? I remember. No, that's it there. Now, that's Rob Royston Fruit Market, Lochhairn, and yeah. So you need to have some kind of cover, I think. So that's why I'm truck spotter. And you can talk about. I suppose what I'm really talking. I'm not a political commentator, but I do commentate in politics. So I think, like say, Craig Houston and Silver Outtakes are both a pair of fannies, but they don't deserve to be locked up or arrested for being political commentators. And the problem they are, I don't know if they're thick or what, or just arrogant, but I mean, arrogance does run hand in hand with being thick, I think. So that's hubris. I can do what I want. And we all do it. I do it all the time. I'm not saying I don't do it. So the issue is that they are not real journalists, right? If you're a journalist and you've been at university and you've got that card, that's all it needs. That's you part of the system. So they think they can come along and muscle it in on journalist domain, let's say, and get away with it. Well, they can't, can they? So we're down to 3 viewers. That was interesting. We come off the motorway and all the viewers bugged off. Whereabout are you? We're in Glasgow. We're in Glasgow. I could have done a video of this actually, but you know, not a separate video. This is the first time I've been on this bus. I do have a guy that I watch. He's a bus spotter. And he goes on all the bus routes and he'll video the routes. He'll say it's a full route. He'll sit at the front and just sit there videoing it all, which is wonderful. So that's a bus spotter. But he just spots buses. He doesn't really talk about politics or anything like that. So we've got it down to 14. How's there 14 watching it now? What did I say? I wonder if it works like that. You just say something and everybody buggers off. You say something interesting and everybody appears. I don't know if it does work like that. You tell me in the comments. So here we are. Low emission, that's a lie, isn't it? So that's green communism for you right there. So what they're doing, so my 2 vehicles, my 2 diesel cars are not, I can't bring them in. I cannot come in here with them. If I do, they'll chase me for money. I know. Alright, what's going on here? What's going on there? I don't know what that was. They've stopped that car. The coppers. Yeah, the clean air zone's a scam, yeah. And they lie about the results and everything, because it turned out the actual pollution went up the first year they did it. It's a crazy, it's just a money making scheme, that's all it is. There's no other way of putting it, because obviously you can't control the air, you know, and so all you're doing is shifting the pollution somewhere else. It's a money making scam, and at the end of the day, the way I see it is, well, why do I care? Why do I care? You know, I don't bring my car in here. I've got 2 cars that could come in here. The Volkswagen is eligible because it's over 30 years old. And my Ford Granada is eligible. Do you know, it's eligible because of the age. But I don't want to bring my Ford Granada in here. I'm not too keen on that notion that it could be stolen or something. Yeah, I mean, how's my immigration? Well, it's gone out of hand in this country, and it's just about numbers, and it's just nonsense that they say that it's because of we need these workers and everything, but the people they're bringing in are not. We've got workers here. They're just that they've made it so that it's just not feasible for. Well, why would I go and work for £10 an hour? You know, and put up all sorts of abuse and everything, and risk to your. You know, you put up a risk. So you're a care worker or something like that. That's why I stopped doing that. I don't need to do jobs like that anyway. But what we really need is people who are higher in the competence hierarchy, and they're not going to come here, are they? Why are they going to come here and pay more taxes? They're not going to do it, are they? So, so we've got 7 comments. We did get the coppers there. So the thing is that I was wishing I'd videoed it, but well, never mind. I did video it. I don't think you can get shorts off live streams, can you? But I could copy it. You know, I could play it and then video it on my own camera. I don't know if I can copy it with a computer. I don't know how to do that. Police bust in Glasgow. They always pick on men, white men. If you're a white man, they're going to stop you. But probably, at the end of the day, to be realistic about it, it probably pinged their camera, road tax, insurance, MOT, something like that. I suppose you're like dodgy criminal types are going to make sure all that's alright with their motors, aren't they, probably? Or do they, oh wait a minute, they'll have got some kind of dispensation that they'll be privileged and they'll be left to go about what they're doing. I know that sounds weird, but that's probably true. Right, so that building there is looking a bit dilapidated. There's weeds growing out outside it. Is it going to fall down? Well, I wouldn't put it past anything. So there's Scania behind me. Other guys are doing a bit of work. They're still working here. So what I do is I just sort of do videos and I don't specifically target anyone. I'll just sort of like wander around and look at stuff. I think that's the best way to do it. Sometimes I'll get ideas and I'll maybe go and look at something in particular. That's funny, I haven't had any comments for ages, but I had loads at the start. Is that because I did something? There's only one watching now. There's only one watching now. So the world's gone to hell. Hell in a handbasket, as they say. Here we are at Buchanan bus station. That's the type of people we're bringing into the country to stand around at the front of a bus station. Yes, that's the sort we need. Because we've nobody here that can do that. That's a nice colour, that, isn't it? Sort of green. I wonder why people wanted to watch this live stream. I wonder why. Why do you click on it, you know? Why? I don't know. So I'm going to end it once I get off the bus, I think. And oh, we're getting off here. That's unusual. Till the bus stops. Right, you haven't left none. Oh, we're getting off now. Oh. Thank you. Thanks, driver. Bye. Right, where are we now? We are. What's the best way to get here? There's a bit down here. I mean, who wants to travel by bus? Nobody. Did you put your thingy back where it was supposed to be? Ah. Right, we're going to do a video. So I need to find somewhere to sit down and sort out my equipment. So thanks for coming along this live stream. We've made it to Buchanan bus station. I'm going to head down to Crystal Palace. Right. The Crystal Palace. So, thanks for coming along. I hate switching it off when there's loads of people viewing it. It's like a weird thing, that, isn't it? Do I have to switch it off? I could leave it going. It's a bit awkward holding it. I don't. Maybe I could do it. I don't. There's more buses there. A bus spotter. So you've got to be a bus spotter or a truck spotter. There's something in it, you know. There is something in it. There is. So it's modern communism for the other. Right. Oh, right, made it. Right, okay then, thanks for watching. I'm going to go. Bye. Bye. Thanks everybody for all the comments. We're talking about Russia and how we don't like humans are useless. I've never come across MD yet that likes them. I think it's just because we're not racist, that's why we don't like him. Because he's just using that and we know it. We treat everybody equally. We don't care where you come from, what colour your skin is. And he's just using that, and they all do that as a springboard to get money off us. It's a sort of resentment that's built into them. And all the money he's got and everything, pushing the ideology he's pushing, it's not, it's not going to work in the long run. Anyway, bye.